Alright, so what we've got here is the old Frigidaire, I don't know, probably from the 50s. And I bought it for like 50 bucks off of OfferUp. And I didn't know this, but they're obviously made by General Motors. But of course I'm losing focus here. But you can see that Frigidaire there. And get right in close. You can see, if y'all can see that, made by only by General Motors. And pretty sharp old refrigerator, and really good shape. I was surprised at how good a shape it was in. And that's gonna be my smoke chamber. I'm gonna put 2 stacks up on the top of it, and then over here I have bought a pit boss off of OfferUp again for 150 bucks. And so altogether I've got about $200 in the project right now. And I'm gonna take that unit off the side and put it on the side of the refrigerator. So I'm gonna take a few things off and we'll start over again. All right, I was gonna put a video on here of me disassembling this thing because I couldn't find a video online of anybody taking apart a Pit Boss grill. Matter of fact, I wondered if this was all one unit, because so I ended up just going to Walmart to look at one to see whether or not they could be disassembled without having to do a lot of major modifications. So from what I can tell, there's a couple screws in here you take apart, and it should slide apart. So here we go, we're gonna give it a shot. One. Two. And then if you are taking one apart to use like I'm using, make sure you don't forget about your temperature probe. You'll have to have that for this thing to work properly. So there's a little guard over it, and it'd probably be a good idea to save all your little bolts, you know, just in case. And any guards or just anything that you think might be useful. Don't throw anything away till you're completely done and you know you won't need it. So there's that. It just pulls out like that. And then there's our temperature probe. Take this apart, hopefully. Yes, screws are good and greased up with pork fat, so no problem there coming out, being seized up or anything. But this is just the little clip to take your meat probe out. So, or I keep saying meat probe, I mean, I think everyone knows what I'm talking about. Temperature probe. Now apparently there may be a nut on the bottom of that. Little trick when taking it apart, remember I told you about your little heat probe where you can see where it goes from here to there, and because of the way it is, it's got this this base on it, so there's no way to get it through the grill. So what you'll have to do is you'll have to take the bottom cover off of your little unit and cut the tie wraps, and then it plugs. It's hard to see, but it does plug. It plugs into the circuit board on the other side of the circuit board. I don't think you can see it. I'm gonna stick it up in there and attempt to let you see where. Taking this apart. So I got the screws out that I thought I needed to get out, and I was still struggling. It still seemed attached. Thought maybe it was welded or something like that. But if you ever go to take one of these apart, let it be known that right up under this lip there, you can see them there. They're there. 2 bolts right there. They have caused me a little grief, but I found them now. So we're gonna take them apart. I got the unit off, so it is possible. And that's exactly, well, I say exactly, I don't want to get in trouble. It's not going to be exactly what you get from Pellet Pro, but it will probably serve the same purpose. And the only thing that was a little bit aggravating was getting that thermostat out. Now, like I said, you have to take the controller off. There's 2 little terminal screws there. You take them out, pull that out, and just be careful fishing it back out of the unit. Now when you get it mounted onto your refrigerator, obviously you're gonna have to drill a hole, and you're gonna have to run this will mount on the inside of your smoker, or inside of your refrigerator, inside of the smoke chamber, and the cable will run down to the unit from the pit boss unit. So I'm gonna get a little further along, but there's the bits and pieces that's left over. I'm fixing to take the I'm even gonna steal the thermometer. Why not? I mean, I may need it. So I'm gonna get the thermometer, and then I'll have a grill there we can use for charcoal grilling hamburgers, steaks, or whatever. So I'll update you when I get a little further along. All right, so I kind of got carried away on the smoker build, and I wasn't able to make videos of everything I was doing. I was kind of in a hurry, and didn't have but one, you know, hard to work with a phone in your hand and try to video everything. So I'll try to give y'all a quick update on everything that we did, and try to do the best that we can. Yes, and I got the unit attached, and what I did was I took the grill that the pit boss smoker unit was on, and where it attached to the grill, I taped a piece of cardboard to it, and just traced out the hole and the bolt holes, and then untaped it and taped it to the side of my refrigerator, cut the holes out, made my measurements, transferred it to the inside, cut the same holes on the inside, and added these chrome stacks on the top. That was just 2 inch. That's 2 inch exhaust, and I think I've got the tube in here. That's what I used. Oh, excuse me, I said 2 inch. It's 2.5 inch inside diameter. That's what that ID stands for. So I just got some exhaust pipe. I had a hole saw that fit perfectly. I mean, it was a super tight fit. So tight I almost didn't get it in there. And then put the chrome stacks on there. And then I put this vent in the back like the guys over at Pit Boss did on their video. Just a little floor vent, and I've got it kind of choked off right now because it's cold outside today, and my temperature is, I've got it set to 250 and it's running around 260. And the only thing I don't like about this particular unit is you go from 250 to 300, and then from 300 to 350. So it's 50-degree increments, which is pretty big jump. I'd really like to cook what I've got cooking on there right now, some beef short ribs, and I'd like to cook them around 275, but 260 will just have to be close enough because of the increments on this Pit Boss unit. So anyways, it was fairly easy. I only got about a day and a half of work in it. Just real quickly, I've got some short ribs in there now. Got my water pan dripping. I took the fire suppressor off of that grill, cut it down to size, angle iron on the inside, use the original racks. I did have to replace the door, and my gasket hadn't come in yet. Used flashing here to cover up all my particle board fiberglass insulation. And I'm not going to go into all the intricate details because you're probably not going to do this project unless you've got a little bit of technical know-how, and I wouldn't suggest doing it without a little technical know-how. But if you know what you're doing and pretty good at figuring things out, it's no problem at all. But there it is, and the main thing I was concerned about was if I could use that Pit Boss unit like you would a standalone unit that you'd buy, and you can. And I can find them all day on OfferUp, let go for 150 bucks, and cheap way to go. And I've had fun building it, and it seems to do real good.